the golden pumpkin of Whispering Woods. Leaves rustled as Layla Barnes hurried down Maple Lane, a skeleton costume swaying in the October wind. Trick-or-treaters darted across the sidewalk, their laughter chiming like tiny bells in the crisp night air. Layla's bag was heavy with candy, but her mind spun with something far heavier. Today marked exactly 1 year since her mother's last Halloween. She clutched a faded rag doll to her side, the doll her mother had sewn years ago. It seems as familiar to Layla as her own heartbeat. When she arrived home, Layla dropped her loot on the kitchen table. The house echoed quietly, her father out helping at the school fair. The silence pressed on her, so she carried the doll upstairs, tracing the golden embroidery her mother stitched into its hem. The moonlight made it glow. Suddenly, Layla's fingers caught on a stiff corner inside the doll's back, something she'd never noticed before. With trembling hands, she slid out a tiny, folded note. The shaky handwriting was unmistakably her mother's. Layla unfolded it, her heart thumping. "Dearest Layla, if you ever find this and miss me so, follow the whispers through the woods, where the golden pumpkin grows. Remember, do not cry, sweet girl, or memory's river will run dry." Layla's breath fogged in the air. She recalled the stories her mother used to tell about Whispering Woods, the grove beyond the neighbors' fields, where children claimed to hear voices in the rustling leaves. A golden pumpkin. Layla swallowed hard. The warning echoed in her head. Do not cry. She grabbed a flashlight and shoved the doll inside her jacket. Then, before doubt could grow, she ran quietly out the back door, her sneakers thudding on the dewy grass. The woods loomed ahead, tall and twisting. Owls hooted in the dark. Layla's pulse fluttered, but she pushed through the curtain of branches. Inside, the woods breathed with strange life. The air was damp, and every gust seemed to whisper secrets between the leaves. Her beam of light skipped over twisted roots and tangled ivy. Suddenly, a faint glimmer, orange and gold, deeper in the trees. Layla pressed on toward the glow, heart ticking loudly. A series of small critter sounds, rustle, skitter, snuffle, peppered the silence, but she didn't flinch. She thought of her mother's stories, the way she'd calm Layla with a song or a silly dance to make shadows seem less frightening. Layla gripped those memories like a life raft. The gold light sharpened ahead. Layla stepped into a clearing she never knew existed. At its center, wreathed in low mist, sat an enormous pumpkin, shining with a soft inner light. Vines curled around it like gentle arms. Carved into its skin were twining, flowing lines that shimmered faintly with every breath of wind. Layla approached, her pulse fluttering. As she did, the whispers in the woods grew louder, yet somehow comforting, like a mother's lullaby. She knelt beside the pumpkin, placing the doll gently on top. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, inside the glowing surface, a faint outline flickered, the suggestion of a smiling face. The warmth of the light seemed to wrap around her, filling her with a gentle hope. Layla's chest ached with longing. "Mom?" she whispered. The glow pulsed, The air trembled with soft rustles, the face in the pumpkin resolved, beautiful and kind, eyes so familiar. Layla reached out, but stopped. The warning pressed sharp against her chest. If she cried, if even one tear fell, she'd lose these memories forever. Tears pricked Layla's eyes. Her mother's face seemed to smile, as if reminding her of every brave, joyful moment they'd shared. Baking lopsided cookies, reading stories late into the night, dancing to wind chimes in summer storms. Layla breathed in, holding the pictures in her heart like treasure. A wind swirled, making the pumpkins glow ripple, gold and bright. For one silent, suspended minute, mother and daughter looked at each other, separated by time and magic, joined by love and memory. "I'm okay, Mom," Layla whispered, voice trembling but clear. "I still remember. I won't forget." She pressed her lips together to keep from crying. The face in the pumpkin seemed to nod, soft and proud. With a gentle sigh, the glowing light faded. The pumpkin's golden shell cooled to a deep, ordinary orange. Layla picked up the doll, her heart quiet and strong. She turned from the clearing, following the same path back through the woods as the first hints of dawn silvered the sky. As Layla left the trees, she looked back at the edge of the woods, where moonlight melted into sunrise. She thought she heard a soft voice on the wind, a hush, a melody, a promise that memory, held tight, could be almost as real as touch.